I remember one time I was working with a couple. I had just met them, and one of the challenges that they asked for my help with was that they were not able to put their phones down when they were together. I'll be honest, I thought to myself, is this a trick question? Like, why don't you just put your phones down? But now we actually have a term for this behavior, phubbing. What the phub? And I understand why it can be challenging to simply put your phone down. So today I'm going to share with you why you might phub each other and what you can do about it. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Pam. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and a couples counselor, and I am deeply committed to helping you grow your relationship with each other. So let's get started. So phubbing is a term that was coined from the phrase phone snubbing, and which is the act of ignoring someone in a social setting by focusing on your phone instead of focusing on the person that you're with. I'm sure every one of you has experienced this. While this can happen in various social contexts, phubbing in romantic relationships can significantly impact the quality of your emotional well-being and your relationship and your connection with each other. So, why do people phub each other, especially in romantic relationships? I'm going to answer that question today, and I'm going to talk about the consequences of phubbing and what you can do about it. So, phubbing can occur for several reasons. One of the biggest challenges is digital addiction, which is driven by different factors, such as escapism from the real world, instant gratification. For example, social media platforms offer instant feedback in the forms of likes and shares and comments. Online gaming provides immediate accolades or advancement for successful missions. Also, email and messaging apps create a sense of urgency and even connectedness by getting immediate responses from people. Research has shown that when we get a text, we get a splash of oxytocin, the hormone that excites us regarding connection. So these digital rewards stimulate the brain's reward system, including a sense of pleasure and prompting repeated use, which over time can contribute to a serious digital addiction. And this addiction can often lead to phubbing. So keep in mind that, I think that there's degrees of digital addiction. To some degree, we're all addicted to our phone. People wake up in the morning and they pick up their phone right away. That's somewhat of an addiction. I can sadly confess that it became very challenging for me to read a book without, constantly picking up my phone. I actually had to teach myself to learn to not continue to pick up my phone. I'm almost embarrassed to even admit that. Now I don't pick up my phone when I read, but it took me a little while to get out of the habit of doing that. So sometimes people use their phones to avoid confrontations or uncomfortable discussions, and that leads to phubbing. Let's talk about habit, which I just mentioned. I was in the habit of picking up my phone while I was reading. So for some, checking their phones has become an unconscious habit, making it easy to unintentionally phub their partner. That word cracks me up. So never underestimate the power of habit. Like I said, I had to retrain myself when I had to read because it was such an ingrained habit. And let me share with you that when I did break the habit of picking up my phone when I was reading, I felt so much better, so much calmer and more relaxed. It's important to know that phubbing can have various negative effects on a romantic relationship. It can lead to decreased relationship satisfaction. The person being phubbed will feel ignored and unimportant, leading to a decrease in feeling satisfied and fulfilled in your relationship. It can lead to increased conflict. Phubbing can create tension and and it can feel like a lack of respect. It is a lack of respect, and it can feel like a lack of interest. I can't say that it is a lack of interest, but it certainly can feel that way.
So should I?
Yes. Sorry, go ahead.
The tour starts at 1.
Yes, right.
And it's about 2 hours.
Wait, what is?
The tour.
Can you just hang on 1 second? Actually.
No problem.
Let me just...
It can create challenges with communication. Phubbing can hinder open and meaningful conversation between partners because you're more focused on your phone than each other. So, what can you do about phubbing? Overcoming phubbing involves conscious effort for both of you. So here are some strategies to manage and prevent phubbing. First, acknowledge the issue. The first step is always to recognize and accept that phubbing is affecting your relationship. Next thing to do is create boundaries. Designated specific no phone times, like during meals or before bed, to help curb phubbing. Plan activities that encourage engagement and interaction, making it less likely for either partner to resort to their phones. If you're feeling phubbed, communicate your feelings to your partner kind of in a non-confrontational way. You can say, I really, love talking with you. So I would love it if we can put our phones down and, really enjoy talking with each other. If it's beyond, the two of you and you really need help, like if it's a digital addiction, then you will likely need the help of a professional counselor. They can provide coping strategies and treatment plans to help manage these kinds of digital addictions. But remember, phubbing in romantic relationships can strain communication and relationship satisfaction. So it's so important to be aware of this behavior, to understand its impact, and to take steps to address it. And by doing so, you can foster healthier digital habits, enhance your connection, and ultimately improve your relationship with each other. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learn to not phub each other and that you can increase your relationship satisfaction and grow together as a couple. I'll see you soon.